and it's embedded there to protect against biased judges.
Is essential to protect us against oppressive judges.
Yes, these two toxic MPs, racist Rupert Lowe and chicken run Richard Holden, really made an amazing tack on judges in Parliament. Well, after Nick Timothy and Sarah Sackman had turned the air blue in the proposed jury restrictions debate on the 9th of July 2025, racist Rupert jumped up with his diatribe, and he was then followed up by chicken run Richard Holden.
The jury trial has been embedded deeply into the British psyche and indeed into our constitution, really since Henry II, who introduced the jury trial to fairly deal with land disputes. Indeed, it's embedded into the US Constitution through the Sixth Amendment, and it's embedded there to protect against biased judges, oppressive prosecutions, and it's there to safeguard individual liberties. I have severe doubts about our judiciary at the moment. I'm not sure they're going in the right direction. And when I read the adult court bench book, it gives me even greater concerns. The jury trial is already under threat, as you probably know, in defamation cases. So I have three questions. Why does the government appear to be so terrified of decent British people sitting on juries? Are the government intent on further undermining the jury trial? And if they are, in any way, will they please undertake to have a full debate in this House before it happens?
Blasé.
Well, first of all, if you'd heard my earlier answers, I made clear that the jury trial will remain a cornerstone of British justice for the most serious cases. Sir Brian Leveson, in his review, talks about whether it's appropriate and proportionate to have a jury trial, for example, in some of the most complex fraud cases. He also considers whether it's proportionate in cases where, say, for example, someone steals a bottle of whiskey. Is it appropriate to have a full jury trial with all the cost, expense and delay, which means that somebody who perhaps is a victim of rape is waiting 2-3 years for their day in court and means that that day will never come. But what I can undertake, as I said in opening, is that when we are ready with our package of reforms and response to this review, we will return to this House and a full debate can be had.
Richard Holden.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Speaker. The jury system is essential to protect us against oppressive judges, malicious individuals, sometimes malicious police officers, or even governments. The Minister speaks of the most serious cases, but isn't it the case, actually, that the most serious impact on individuals can be not from necessarily what she may regard as the most serious cases, but any case which goes to court, because the impact on the individual can totally change the course of someone's life, even if the charge perhaps isn't as serious as she might consider it to be, because the impact it can have can be devastating on their family life, on their career, or all other aspects of a person's future.
Well, as he knows, and as I said earlier, 90% of cases in this country already happen without a jury. No one says that that is not delivering justice of the highest robustness and integrity. And indeed, I'll pick him up on his comment, and indeed earlier comments, denigrating the integrity and independence of our judiciary. You won't hear that sort of criticism from this side of the House. Our judiciary is in fact one of the prides of this country. It's actually why people so respect the rule of law, why the UK is such a great place to do business. I won't talk the judiciary down. We need them, we respect them, and on this side of the House we'll adhere to that.
I found racist Rupert's rhetoric very disturbing, calling judges biased and oppressive prosecutions and to safeguard individual liberties. What does he mean by that? And remember when Brexit was very toxic all them years ago, when the Daily Mail called some judges enemies of the people? Is that the sort of judges he means? Very disturbing, wasn't it? And what about chicken run little Dick Holden with his rhetoric about oppressive judges, malicious police officers or governments? What's he trying to say? Now, I don't really have a strong opinion on jury restrictions, but when MPs use rhetoric like both racist Rupert and Dickie Chicken Run Holden spouted, gave me the air of that they may have their own self-interests at heart instead of what's good for the country. But well done to Sarah Sackman, for calling out both these charlatans on their attacks on the judiciary. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below and I shall bid you farewell and take care, my friends.